Well, the diary of a South Australian World War II digger has been turned into a book, giving rare insight into the daily struggles faced by our soldiers. Ivor Paech was one of the legendary Rats of Tobruk. His war memoirs have been published nearly 80 years on.
A rare insight into life on the front line during one of the most famous battles of World War II.
The day-to-day hardship, the lack of rations and the constant shelling. A theme throughout the whole diary is the heavy shelling they were subjected to.
Never before seen diary entries have surfaced, written by Adelaide Infantryman Ivor Paech. He was one of the legendary Rats of Tobruk,
the famous 2nd 48th, led by Ivor Paech,
who defended and held the vital port against German and Italian forces for 8 months. Ivor passed away in 1995. His grandson Darren has collated the soldier's memoirs and published a book about the 2nd 48th Battalion.
I think they were unbelievably courageous. They gave up the best years of their lives to go and fight in this war.
The war diary, titled From Adelaide to Alamein, giving a vivid account of life in the trenches. In one entry, Ivor details how an attack on 10 Allied trucks led to heavy casualties that made my heart sink because nothing could be done. Adding, steel helmets were blown from our heads, hot pieces of metal, sparks and smoke showered us.
After the Battle of Alamein, in the period of 8 days, the rifle companies went from a strength of 500 men to 41.
Fellow South Australian Bill McEvoy fought alongside Ivor in Tobruk in 1941 and again in the Battle of Alamein in 1942.
He was my mentor because I was young and he took pity on me.
The 93-year-old veteran helped Darren with the research for the book.
We had casualties. A mate of mine, he got his leg and his arm blown off.
Darren Paech has been working on this book for 5 years and he hopes it'll give special insight into the incredible bravery of the men who held out against all odds.
I think they're probably the greatest generation of Australians. They grew up during the Depression and then went and fought the Second World War, and I think the world's a better place because of it.
Chelsea Carey, 9 News.